Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on our YouTube account 41-8 and we have been crushing the towers, guys. If you caught a couple of the other videos, King's Tower, we went up about 30 floors, which is absolutely incredible. And Sunday, of course, one of the biggest days for AFK Arena because every tower is open. That is right, guys. Every single tower we have here is open. And today we're looking at the Inferno Fortress. So this one, below a certain floor is incredibly easy. When you get to that 350 point, you need two teams. But looking at the heroes that we have in here, the first reason why this tower is incredibly easy or a lot easier to actually get through is, of course, because of Lucretia. Now, Lucretia is a hero that we primarily build within the campaign stages. She can solo teams by herself, meaning that if you are building her early, it is super easy to go and make a lot of solid progression in here because you have her by herself. Now, it becomes incredibly difficult in the exact same manner when you start getting into two teams. This is when it gets super expensive because you're going to do one or the other. It is either going to be building on focusing on some of the celestial heroes, or you're going to be looking at building a couple of the Hypogen heroes. So if you look at the formations, these two formations in particular, I swap back and forth. Most of the time we do not have Aziz built out, especially to the level that I have him. But one of the big things within this tower, guys, is when you have Lucretia and you do have her plus 30 signature item, when a non-summoned ally dies, her attack rating is increased by 50% for 20 seconds. So all three of these targets, guys, we have Leofric here, we have Zekas, and we do have Mizoth. They are sacrificial lambs in this scenario, meaning that they are going to get killed right off the bat, allowing her to amplify her damage from the beginning, which I'm hoping is going to be enough. Now you can see, because we do have 3 level 1 heroes, our power is super low, but we're reliant on exactly how Lucretia works within this formation. And again, you can see even here, they've built a couple different formations based on other heroes. Now, we talked about this, I know Trisha had commented about this earlier, is putting less than 5 heroes in a formation is really prevalent because this will allow Lucretia to take more damage. In turn, there's more energy regeneration because she does not have the additional targets in there that a lot more heroes or a lot more enemies will target Lucretia, allowing her to go ahead and amplify the damage that's on here. So just like we've done with all of these guys, we're going to go ahead, we're going to run this one through, try to make some progression in here. I have, again, attempted to make an incredible amount of progression to get Stargazer cards to continue building the tower. You can see, guys, Aziz in here is pretty strong. I mean, honestly, he is pretty tough to deal with. Looking in here, personally, I would add another hero in here, again, because when all 3 of these heroes do die, we're going to get that 20% boost. But remember, it's only for that 50% boost for 20 seconds, meaning that once those 20 seconds end, if we do not have the heroes built or if we do not have the enemies killed, you're not going to have the boost. And you can see right there, guys, that worked incredibly well with the crowd control, 54 million. But in the same time that this fully 1-star awakened hero Aziz, with a plus 60 engraving, plus 30 signature item, did 54 million. She did 2.37 billion. That is right, guys. That is the reason why we prioritize building out Lucretia so fast, is her damage is through the roof, guys. Now this one, of course, we deal with a little bit of the Charizard is kind of coming out here a little bit. Khazard, of course, being a really big factor in here. But now when you add Mortis into this, of course, Mortis is going to buff up our targets. Zolrath, I got to that plus 60 engraving. Zolrath is a hero that I think a lot of players really do underestimate when it comes to the damage that he does, guys. Zolrath can actually do an incredible amount of damage in formations. Even look at there, 1.33 billion damage. That is right, guys. Zolrath putting out an incredible amount of damage. His 9 of 9 furniture will also do a considerably higher amount of damage. In turn, 1.38 billion from Khazard. You know, Khazard is a glass cannon, meaning that a majority of the time, either he is going to do an incredible amount of damage and crowd control, or he is going to die super fast within the formation. Floor 400, of course, we do get some emblems out of here, which again is the other reason, guys, the two biggest reasons to really push this is Stargazer cards, and then of course those emblems. This one I'm going to do the exact same. I'm going to add Zekas in here because I do want to max out exactly the damage that Lucretia can do. And I know a lot of these stages are going to be kind of auto run, but again, Lucretia within this formation, guys, 3.25 billion damage in the matter of seconds, literally just seconds, burning through teams, guys. Now, another hero that I find within a lot of these formations, or that works incredibly well, is Frampton. Frampton, that is the reason why we are building up Frampton. He is kind of next in line to fill in for the first team with Lucretia, or even fill into the second team, to allow the damage to kind of continue within the heroes. It's very, very tough to get a hero to do incredibly well, but Frampton does. And even there, guys, we almost won that. There was a smidge left on Satrana. Satrana actually goes immune, which can be super difficult to deal with, but the immunity that she brings is really strong, guys. And of course, with Khazard particularly, he has a lot of RNG to him because he's reliant right there. He froze Satrana, but that is based on critical strikes. So if he does not do the critical strike, of course, it doesn't make a difference, doesn't have a factor. But if he does, that is when he really shines, guys. I feel like we could go through this. And again, it is RNG. There is a big, big RNG factor. Just like we've always seen between all the stages, the RNG, if we could get Mahira to ult a little bit faster, I feel like it would be a little bit easier to get through here. But again, guys, this is something, I mean, we're 400 floors into this thing. It's an incredible, incredible amount of time and effort going through here. And of course, guys, you can see the immunity that they're picking up with Satrana. And then, of course, the RNG of Kaz. Kaz is a hero that does have the ability to dodge magic, which is super powerful, guys. But again, is still the only hero that has that magical dodge. Again, very, very strong to use. Zolrath is up. We still have Mahira in this one. I think this one we are going to be able to get down simply because of the crowd control aspect. And there we go, guys. Another floor is completed, bringing it to 400. And it looks like Felipe is right here. I've actually been following him a considerable amount of time in here. Because if you look, guys, Felipe is at 518, roughly around the same level that I am, 566. I'm at 550. Everybody else in here is incredibly overpowered, guys. We have 680 right there, 626, 632, and of course level 518. So 518 definitely right around the exact same place that we're at, but I have been using these formations. And when you are using this formation ability, guys, it is honestly the easiest and the best way to do it is look for a player that is roughly around where you're at. And that is what you want to focus on. You want to find a hero that has, that possesses the same heroes that you have, built out similar to kind of where you're at. And that is what I did with the formations, making sure that we can really utilize these formations and making it worthwhile to actually go through here. And again, this one, kind of the RNG aspect again. If Mahira gets turned around, we know she can't do anything because she'll actually be mesmerizing in that wrong direction. So these heroes, guys, we got to keep alive. And Zolrath picks up the buff really early, followed by Mahira. And Mortis, of course, goes down pretty quick. I have to build these heroes out further. I know that. Adding more stars onto them, adding some more of the engraving on there would make a really big difference. Also, buffing out a couple of heroes like Mortis. Mortis, I actually do not have built out very well. I need more furniture on some of these heroes, but it's going to take time, guys. These heroes take an incredible amount of time and investment, especially getting them all up to the plus 30 signature items. But now we're finding out that Mortis is actually dying out pretty quick, which means we have to get him stronger, guys. That is really the key point to start building out these heroes and building them out much higher is when you start having the heroes die. Ultimately, guys, a dead hero does nothing for you. But there we go, guys. So we got the emblems of destruction. Looking in here, almost 1 billion damage from Zolrath, guys. I got to get his furniture built up. I want to get the rest of the engraving on Zolrath so we can continue the progression in here. But we are at 401. Absolutely amazing, guys. All right, so that'll do it for today's video. I'm going to go ahead and continue with my auto battles in here. Really want to show the Inferno Fortress, or as they call it, the Lucretia Fortress, because she just absolutely dominates. Having one single hero that can own an entire team in here is incredible. But again, we do have to make some more progression in here so we can continue picking up our time emblems and also picking up our Stargazer cards and our emblems to build these heroes out, guys. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.